Welcome back. So, oh yeah, I was supposed to be in a hole, so I'm just gonna, how I find the center, I don't know. Just used to doing this by now, that I can find the center without any problem at all. So we have shaped that, and now we're just gonna apply glue on on those areas of the templates. Spread them out a bit so you know that it's secured. Just at the bottom of each petal, and we're gonna attach them. I would recommend to use the same thickness of the wire. Of course, heavier is always okay. And again, we're gonna attach them like this. So I have to bend my wire again. So what we do is just add next. We do not like this. This is just a no-no. You see? No. So I'm gonna face it towards me. And this wire is making me nuts. That's why I do not like using those big wires tutorial, because it's just in the way. But actually, we did not have to curl. I am sorry. The second template, you do not have to quill with your chopstick. That's the problem. That's what you get then. Then it's gonna be hard. So as you can see me do is this. Place the first one, and place it in front of that one. Place this one in front of that one. And then this one in front of that one. And this one in front of that one. There you go. And then this is, okay, let's do it in front of me this time, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Not completely. I really want them to be layered just like that. Petal over petal over petal. And as imperfect as possible. So I'd rather have this than what we had before. I don't know what happens, but all the time when I'm making a tutorial, it's just this happens. So I'd rather have them imperfect, layer, and doesn't have to be perfect. Again, just make sure it's not what I showed you, at least the first time. Just like that. And then push here. So as you can see, what I do is to secure the template and that it will attach. Excuse me. And then next, okay, so okay. Don't be shy with your glue. Better to have too many glue on the template than too little, because I'm really at the point that I want to cut this wire because it's just in the way for me. You won't have this because, well, you do not have to, you know. There you go. And then you just, and now how we layer this one is by doing this. And now what we would like to do is, you have 5 templates, for example, just like that. This is the first base, right? And now we would like to position all the others between, so this next layer, that's the outer, you want to place that between these 2 petals. Yeah? So you have it here. You don't want to position them like this on top of each other, but turn them a bit, 30 degrees or something, or maybe 10, and that's how we layer a flower to create that volume. So I'm gonna try that doing it here. So if I'm out of screen, it's because I am focusing and trying to create that by just turning and turning. And when you have it, just position here, so you see, and press just like that. When it's secured, make sure it's secured and that it's not moving anymore. I'm gonna add the next. And I have this one. Same with that. You layer them on top of each other. You might have to turn the flower, the templates. You're not done yet, guys. Don't worry. There. And it doesn't have to be exactly in between, as you see. You know, you see this petal. It's not exactly in the center between these 2. That's okay. That's no problem at all. You know, imperfection is okay. Okay too, as long it's not completely on top of each other. Next. Just insert them. This is also the way to see if you know, if they're positioned well. Turning them upside down. Then you just press a bit. Make sure it's secured there. Positioned well. So your flower, none of these flowers, especially the center, looks exactly the same. Because every time, as you can see, it's different. This one is more open, this one is close. And this one is different. than this one. You know? Yeah, so you see? Just as long you use that layering technique, and it does not matter how it ends. We do not want all flowers to look the same, right? That's not... You can, if you want, to make them look all the same, if you would like that. That's okay too. I'm just using the technique and then apply that, and if it looks different than the other, that's absolutely fine with me. There you go. And then you just attach it. Okay. Well, now what we do is you hold them here so it won't move. Secure it. Don't press too hard. And now we're just gonna pinch, if you want, like it this way. Trying to pinch the edge, the tip, the templates together. Just might use my other hands, other fingers. Do that here too a bit. You do not have to do that for the first one. You may, but you do not have to. And also, you do not have to do that for all the petals. You may. I'm doing it for all the petals. Great. Yes. There. You already will create a totally different look. Now, whoops, this one has been moving a bit too much for my taste. So I have to take it off really fast before it completely dries. And there you go. You have a rose. Now, what we do, we'll take our hobby tweezer and we're gonna fold the first template a bit open, just the tip, as you can see. Fold them open to give it more dimension, structure, and a lifelike look. You see? What I did was just folding it back. I haven't done that for all of them, so I still have to do it for these, for example, just to show you close by what I did. And I forgot to tell you how to color them. I use acrylic paint for these, but I think if you like, you can use ink pads. But you have to color them and shade them before you assemble them, obviously. I was actually planning chalk, soft pastel, pan pastel, but you have to do all that when it's still flat and not shaped. I had them just this simple, and when I made the whole arrangement I was like, there's something missing. So in the end, after, to create extra, something extra, as you can see the whole difference already just by adding that gold. And I'm going to show you how I did that. And again, you can use dyes or ink pads. You can use dyes to color your paper and to give it a lifelike look. You can use soft pastels, pan pastels, if you know how to use them, to color your and give them shade, to shade your petals. But no, and if you would like that, then I would suggest you just Google, you know, a rose, garden rose, any rose actually, and just look for, you know, a color you like or multicolored one, and then apply that to your flower. We have here, and again, you do not have to do this because I probably have, I hope I have the center, but what you do have to do is this. You have to fold them in one. Might have to fold this one petal in half to create this. Into one petal. You place your, hold them between your wire, and then all you do is twist. Just twist and pinch. And this is just to create, make it less flat and make it, you know, get shape, shaping the paper, so it won't be too flat, or else it's so flat. And just unfold them. I want them to be too twisted, too curved. And then it would look something like this, wrinkled and everything. Perfect. Now, what we're gonna do is also gonna shape them. Use your embossing tool, and we're gonna do the thingy, this area, the thick area, and shape it hollow. Make it hollow. I'm gonna use my tweezer and pinch the tip together. To create this. Flip it around and go to the center, and you make it hollow here. Why we do that? Because we're gonna attach it to here, and so that's why. Oops. I'm gonna place some glue. Again, just the center. Insert it. And again, I won't be doing this. I'm just showing this now. So, to show you if you would like to make them in a vase and not the arrangement. And all you need to do is just, when it's done, when it's dry, you pull those petals down. I won't be using this for all flowers because in the arrangement you won't see them. Not all of them, just some. You know, when I know that, like, okay, that's visible, then I'll use it. So that's why sometimes some of my designs does not have leaves or sepals or anything. It's because they were designed to be in arrangement or bouquet, or, you know, and it won't be visible. It will only be in the way, and you can't see them anyways. So there you go. Now, I will be cutting it off now because it's really annoying me. You do not have to do that. Just placing it in the area where I want it to be. So I'll just cut this piece off. I will save this. And use it for something else. Maybe to extend the other one, or use it for a leaf or a branch or anything. I don't throw away your wires. You can always use them. And there you go. I will let it dry. I do not have a small vase. All my small vases are occupied by... If I check that, I can't show you. Well, that actually you've seen it. It's finished by the time you see this, but during this time it wasn't finished yet. So I'm just gonna shape it. I'm gonna keep this one really simple. Actually, just use a bamboo skewer, or else it's too... There. And fold them in half. This toilet paper thing. Let me put this away. Oh, up. And just gonna shape them. Give them a bit of life. Just a bit. Not completely, because if you look at it, rose petals are actually very flat. But I do want to shape them a bit. And do it differently each time. So none of the petals look the same. None of the petals looks the same. I mean, I'm sorry. You could also, if you would like, I'll show you now, is apply the veins, especially using this. I have this nail art tool, and I'm just drawing lines to apply the veins. Those fishbone, you know, effect. And if you could also do it at the back, and then you will get a different result. Then you get this. This is the front. I did this. You do it at the back, and then it's totally up to you what you like the most. Sharing that for you guys. This fishbone. I'm in quite a hurry because it's really getting dark, and I would like to finish this tutorial before it really gets dark. You know, so that I don't have to think about this tomorrow again. And there you go. Now, I will heat up my glue gun. And there you go. I could use this one. The wire that I just cut off. Cut them in pieces. Half of just the same size as the leaf, shorter. I have 3. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my bamboo skewer and then just shape the tip. So I can place the leaves there. When my glue gun is hot. Now, while I'm getting hot, I'm gonna start using this floral tape, and I hope it's not too dark.